Mortal Kombat Reboot looks like is in full effect. Ha ha! Okay guys, looks like the Mortal Kombat Reboot is going to borrow from the MCU, so that sounds interesting. But before we get into that, hi guys, hope you guys are doing good, having a great day. Remember to follow your boy Legend of Old 101, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, usual places you're going to find me. Thumbs the video up so everyone can see the video, subscribe to join the family. Share the video as well so everyone can get involved, you know what I'm saying, and leave comments in the comment section down below as well. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the news and this reaction. Also turn notifications on as well so you can check when my next video is about to drop. So let's get into this. Mortal Kombat movie reboot will borrow from the MCU. So comicbook.com has basically done this article on the return of Mortal Kombat, the reboot. So yeah, so let's get to reading. So the world of film franchises has evolved in some unexpected ways over the past decade or so, with more and more shared cinematic universes popping up each year, which is true. Mortal Kombat is among the most recent ones to enter that game, and it looks like they will be looking to a familiar place for inspiration, as most people are with Marvel. Next up, in a recent interview with Discussing Film, screenwriter Greg Russo was asked about his script for Warner Brothers and New Line's Mortal Kombat Reboot, which Simon McQuoid is set to direct. When it comes to the script's tone, Russo hinted that it will be honouring the tongue-in-cheek attitude of the original franchise, but with a level of humour and nuance seen in more recent Marvel films. So this is what he had to say, Greg Russo. Yeah, I think tone is essential when you're talking about this property, Russo explained. Is there really a super serious dark version of this? Yeah, I guess, but that's not Mortal Kombat to me. Just look at Kano as an example. He's a great character. He's always cracking jokes. To me, there needs to be a certain level, levity, and a fun tone. While there is violence and there is fighting and real stakes and emotional stakes for all the people involved, at the end of the day, it should still be fun and a sense of humour. Technically, he's right. Mortal Kombat has got that kind of tongue-in-cheek feel to it. It's like Mortal Kombat is basically dark humour. That's what it was in the original movie. And the creation it involves is dark humour. That's what it is. As much as I hate to throw up the direct comparison to Marvel, they're still fun and always cracking jokes. But obviously, ours will be a bit more adult, as it should be. It's Mortal Kombat. So that's what I want. If they can have the cracking jokes like the Johnny Cages and stuff like that, which is fine, but I need to keep that serious tone as well, undertone to the movie as well, which I think is essential. So basically, Russo keeps talking that when then asked which Mortal Kombat character would serve as a sort of audience proxy into the film's weird world, something that he answered pretty vaguely. That's a tricky one, Russo continued. I'm not at liberty to completely give it away, but I can say certainly that the original 7 are important. I think they're important to any adaptation to this property. Okay. So as long as he's done his research, I'm okay with this, to be honest. These teasers from Russo proved to be most concrete information about the reboot yet, with previous quotes hinting that doing Mortal Kombat right was taking longer than initially planned. That has been such a tricky one, just trying to get the script to a point, producer James Wan said late last year. Oh, so James Wan's producing. Oh my gosh. Alright, it's already a win for me. James Wan's producing this. Let's go. Anyways, people don't know this, fans don't understand this, but there's just so much on the business side of things to try and get the right budget for it, and we want to make sure we have enough resources and the budget to do the film right. If I can't get the right resources and find the right filmmaker for it, I don't want to do it. And I'm so busy already, I don't need to clutter my plate with more stuff I don't believe it can be done right. Okay, interesting. I like that. He's stating the facts, needs to get it done right, which is fair. So yeah, so let's get into this. All right, let's break this down a little bit. James Wan is producing. That is already a win for me. So James Wan is basically saying he needs to get the money right, the budget. He needs to get the right director. He needs to get the right people on set. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get the right characters. So he's making sure everything is watertight before it gets into production, which I respect. And I wouldn't have it any other way with something like Mortal Kombat. It has to be done right, else it will look cheesy as heck. It needs to be done properly. So yeah, I'm on board with this. As long as it's moving along nicely and smoothly, I'm okay with it. They don't need to rush it. Just get everything sorted out, everything, dot the T's, dot the I's, all that stuff. Just make sure everything's sorted, everything's well done, everything's good on the budget and the creation side of it. So I'm good with this. And the borrowing from the MCU could be worse. Could be borrowing from something else. So MCU is a good blueprint, especially the early MCU, a very good blueprint to have. As long as I'm following the later side of the MCU, I'm good. First half plus, second half minus. So yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well on this as well, because Mortal Kombat is a very beloved franchise. The gamers love it. The hardcore guys proper into Mortal Kombat. If you're into Mortal Kombat, the movies as well. The first movie was so well received that everyone loved that movie. So as long as they keep it along that same vein, I'm good with it. Got a bit of comedy in there, but at the same time, high stakes, extreme violence. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So and very creative. So very out there, very outlandish. That's what I need to keep. They keep to keep that outlandish side of it, not even too realistic. If you know what I mean. Keep the outlandish, but at the same time, keep it grounded. If you know what I mean. So kind of like because basically Mortal Kombat to me was like Mortal Kombat. Was like Mortal Kombat to me was more like Mad Max with powers. That's basically what it was. Mortal Kombat was Mad Max with martial arts and powers. And I want the reboot to kind of have that Mad Max feel to it. Kind of outlandish, post-apocalyptic, you know what I'm saying? That's what Mortal Kombat was to me. So, yeah, so I'm all on board with this reboot happening. I'm on board. I always wanted the reboot to happen anyways, to be honest. So, they're on board, as long as it was done right. And which is, this might be. So, yeah. Thumbs up from me. This is a thumbs up. Straight thumbs up. No half or down. This is straight thumbs up. So, this is my reaction to this news. Mortal Kombat movie reboot will borrow from the MCU. Comicbook.com. They're a very good source of information as well. So, go check this site out as well. They've got very good info. Good writers on the site. So, yeah, so let's do this. Remember to follow me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Main place you're going to find me. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, share the video, and leave comments in the comment section down below. I always want to hear what you guys think. Give me some feedback. Give me some topics as well I want to talk about. And yeah, turn notifications on as well. My next video is about to drop. So, that's my take on the Mortal Kombat reboot. Legend of All 101 signing off. Have a great day, guys. Peace.